Here's earlier in the cabinet meeting, there's Secretary Nome talking about her claim that 50% of visas are fraudulent, and she's got no big fandom for the governor of Minnesota either. Number five, please.
Told me to look into Minnesota and their fraud on visas and their programs. 50% of them are fraudulent, which means that wacko Governor Walz either is an idiot or he did it on purpose. And I think he's bold, sir. He brought people in there illegally that never should have been in this country, said they were somebody that they're not. They said they were married to somebody who was their brother or somebody else. Fraudulent visa applications, signed up for government programs, took hundreds of billions of dollars from the taxpayers, and we're going to remove them and we're going to get our money back.
Kind of incredible. And now, a soundbite I haven't heard yet, but I believe, based on what I've been told about it, the president will not like this. This is, Noah, this is the mayor of Minneapolis. Is that who this is?
Yes, Jacob Fry.
Jacob Fry, the mayor of Minneapolis. You may know him from previous bouts with national attention. Here's Jacob Fry saying what he's going to do if ICE comes to his community. And then watch closely for a change in language.
That's not American. That's not what we are about. And we're going to do right by every single person in our cities. And so to our Somali community, Daman Shabka, Somalied Kunul, Minnesota, Garahan, Minneapolis, Waan, Ku Janilahai, Waan, Ku Gereb, Taganahan.
So he says they're going to resist ICE. Tim, I know you're not close personal friends with President Trump, but what do you think he'd think about that?
I mean, I think he would say, and then, and look at that mayor, right? I mean, that sort of feeds into exactly what the president is saying. And look, the garbage language is one thing, right? But if we can set that aside for a second, I know that, to a certain extent, that is the story. But really, if we peel that back, Trump isn't saying anything new. He's making the same claims that he and his administration, and also like every, not just Republican, but every sort of like crotchety middle of the road American has made, which is, the sort of typical retort of, oh, well, if you like your country so much and don't like ours, then why don't you go back? There is something to that argument. It's obviously a little bit facile, but I think Trump is, now targeting this entire community in part because the national representatives of the Somali American community, namely Ilhan Omar and Omar Fateh, and the mayor, who apparently is now kind of a de facto representative of the Somali community, they do talk like this a lot, right? There is a lot of Somalia is the best country in the world and America is horrible and let's fly the Somali flag at rallies, and their supporters will say that, it's no different than the St. Patrick's Day parade or an Italian feast, but of course it's different, right? I mean, Omar Fateh's pitch was like, I'm going to run to be the most Somali, I'm going to be the Somalis guy, I'm going to be the Somalian guy for Somalis, not just in this district, but eventually in the sort of implied national political career that he's setting himself up for. And, I think that is a very reasonable thing to criticize. I think that without getting into all this question of dual loyalty or birthright citizenship or any of the weightier topics that it does get into, just simply politically speaking, that's bad rhetoric. And I think if you talk like that, if you're going to make yourself sort of like Somalia first guy, I think you deserve to get criticized.
I need to tell you about my friends at Cozy Earth who are still having a crazy sale, like crazy, Eddie, so crazy you won't believe it. 40% off everything on the Cozy Earth website. Go to cozyearth.com, promo code two-way for 40% off. The bubble cuddle blanket, the sheets, the towels, the pants, the t-shirts. I don't talk as much about the t-shirts as I should. They're perfect t-shirts. They're just perfect. 40% off if you go to cozyearth.com right now. And again, I'm warning you, if you buy the bubble cuddle blanket and you leave it out on the couch and you go to pop from the fridge, someone in your family will take it. It could be your dog. Someone will take the bubble cuddle blanket. So you need to guard it like a fox. And if you're going to get a pop from the fridge, just take it with you. That's my free advice. The pants I mentioned the other day, a lady texted me or emailed me and said she bought the pants for her husband. She's never thanked her for any clothes, never praised any clothes. Praise those clothes. Give the gift of comfort that lasts beyond the holidays and carries into a cozy new year. I didn't write that line, by the way. If I did, I would have touched it up a bit. Go to cozyearth.com, promo code two-way for 40% off. And if you order by December 12th, which by my calculations is in 10 days, the whole thing will be delivered to you in time for Santa.
They say that something that's easy is like a walk in the park. Well, easier than a walk in the park, hit the subscribe button, be part of the two-way community, never miss an episode, be part of our conversations. Thank you for your service to America.
And don't forget, you can now listen to the morning meeting and Two-Way Tonight on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.